Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Papa's Rodcast. My name is Tom Ass, and today I am joined by two of my lovely friends, Colin and Rifle, or Socrates, whichever you want to call him. How you doing tonight,
Yes.
boys?
Sir.
I'm doing good. How about you?
Ow.
I'm alright. I'm just a little tired though. Long day of travel.
Understandable.
He was on a plane.
I was on a plane. Part of it. Very good.
Fantastic stuff.
Very good stuff.
He watched Land of
CG.
Lustrous on the plane.
Not bad.
Yeah. Hopefully that's something we could talk about in the future for altering episodes. But
Yes.
for now, it's still just me and Abyss.
Heck yes.
Heck yeah!
Colin here just read the latest chapter of Houseki no Kuni.
It was fucking phenomenal.
Not the one that will come out by the time I'm done editing this episode. In
94.
5 days. Yeah.
Wait, the next chapter comes out soon?
Yeah, at the end of the month.
Fantastic.
Poggers. Unless she delays it again.
It's
Ichikawa. Yeah.
a she. You said he.
I said she.
You broke up then.
I'm sorry. I turned away from the mic so I could scream.
Understandable.
Why can't you just scream at me? I want to be
'Cause
screamed at.
That would be
Scream at
that
me,
would
mommy.
hurt the viewers' ear caps. That would hurt our viewers, and I do not want to do anything that would cause our viewers harm.
So true. Oh, shut up.
You know, I get to edit that.
And I can you can
I can
choose
do
whether to
whatever I
leave that
want
in or
with
not.
that.
Just
Man,
edit
we
that in
play
with the "we are evil" part.
Oh boy.
We are.
Yes, by the time you are hearing this episode, our watch along will have been edited and come out.
Oh,
I
I'm so
will.
excited.
And you will know the truth.
You will know the truth behind the "We Are Evil" line that
You will
caused
suffer with us.
a little uproar
Yeah.
on Twitter.com.
This is gonna be. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
I'm
It's just gonna be an "I knew it," and that's it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you guys lying.
know you guys were lying. I didn't go. What the fuck? You went. What the fuck?
Yes, we are breaking down the barrier of lies. It was I who said we are evil in
But
Yeah.
everything else was real.
everything. else was-
Literally everything else.
Guys,
So
you don't
if-
understand. The dub was really bad.
It was literally everything else.
If you
we
didn't
thought-
watch,
We
didn't-
thought it was Thomas that said. We didn't know it was Thomas
Yeah,
that
yeah,
said it.
yeah, if you didn't watch the watch along, which I don't blame you, I might make a watch along highlights thing. I might do that.
I think that would be good.
Yeah. But if you didn't watch either of those, why? And second, the context for this is while we were watching the chair scene, I made fun of the Umber Hands and how they sounded by saying "We are evil" after one of the lines,
And we collectively lost our shit.
and,
It was great.
and some of the people we were watching along with, I won't say who, thought it was a real
It was
line
us.
in the
It was
story.
freaking Emerald.
Emerald
Can we get
I
some
knew- I knew
booze
it
for
was-
Emerald?
Boo.
I knew it was fake the whole time.
Yep.
and it's just
No, I
like,
totally
wow,
knew it was
Emerald,
fake.
Stop joking.
Ignore my voice that stands out.
Ignore you who points it out to everyone.
Ignore you who told
I'm
us
not
to go
betting,
back
you're
to your-
betting.
But yes, we uploaded that clip to Twitter. We did some editing to it to make it sound even more convincing, and some people on Twitter believed that that was an actual line in the dub, which is both surprising and not, considering how bad the dub is.
It's pretty bad.
It got nominated
We
for
got nominated for a
for
dub
Dub of the
award.
Year.
Which,
Dub of the Year. Dub of the
Why?
Year.
If that's the
I mean, don't
only
get me
award
wrong,
that
the
movie wins, I will
itself
be
was
so
a
mad.
huge dub, but it's not very good.
I'm sorry,
sorry.
what'd you say?
Watch it
Dub
be nominated for Dub of the Year because of the musical performance.
Wouldn't that be something?
What's happened here? Who are
Because of,
you? Come with me, please.
Made in Abyss the musical. We gotta make Made in Abyss the musical.
We are evil.
We are the Umbra Hands and we are
Uh-oh.
evil. Da 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 da.
You have to have a Bon Jovi song where he sings about the rumble of scientific triumph.
Uh huh. We have And
This is going to the abridged series.
Yeah, we also want to make a Made in a Bridge series. We'll see how that goes.
Made in a bridge.
That's gonna take even more time to edit for you.
Oh boy,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I like funny projects more than I like editing podcasts.
That's fair.
I guess.
True. That's
Yeah.
Understandable.
That's why I was kind of going like, maybe we should stream this instead.
We could. We could.
I mean, I could easily just stream it to my Twitch, but...
But then it'd be... I don't know. We could try that
we could
someday.
have like a live chat to like interact.
Live chat!
Yeah.
They could be like, why are you guys so unstructured?
Why do you think...
Yes.
What do you think about this thingy? Well, that thingy's a cool thingy because that thingy interacts with that thingy, and then it could possibly play out later.
End of Evangelion? Dislike.
Yes, of course I did. I criticized it with my glorious cum.
Oh boy, they're going on this again.
I'm sorry.
I will defend the cum.
Can
I will
you
fight for the
explain
cum.
How fapping is symbolic?
Cum is symbolic, yes.
No. The fapping. How is that symbolic?
Cum implies fapping. Fapping implies cum. They're one and the same. Don't criticize.
And then, what is the motivation for the fappening?
I told you this before. It is Shinji reverting back to his base instincts.
How is
and
base
the only thing he can
involved?
do is fap.
You could eat her because cannibalism and hunger. Like, I'm hungry and need some meat. That's
He doesn't
usually
have
how
an appetite
nature.
because he's depressed.
That's how nature usually plays out.
I'll go watch some AniTubers dissect Evangelion again, and then I'll come back and just restate all their points.
Tell me, will the base urges occur for Shinji at age 14? Has he been confirmed to be going through puberty to where this carnal desire would actually occur?
Bro, if you don't think Shinji's going through puberty in all of Evangelion, then you don't know Evangelion. It's all about puberty, baby.
How is it all about puberty?
Because when I went through puberty, I had to get in the giant robot, and I had to fight the angels, and I had to masturbate on my unconscious friend.
And that's the end of this episode.
You might as well just like edit that entire part out.
Just to put it at the end.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that'll be fun. But yes, this rambling, this unstructured tangent was brought to you by DD Dreamer 90. We see you in the comments. Thanks for your big long comments, buddy. Telling us we're unstructured. I'm calling him out. I'm calling one of our loyal viewers who's watched our episodes, says that they're glad to see another episode, says that they want a Made in Abyss podcast. I'm calling him out to tell him, fuck you.
Why do you keep saying my name?
Are you D Dreamer 90?
You said Colin.
I did not say Colin.
You said we're calling you out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If I wasn't recording, I'd leave the room right now. I'd make my own podcast.
And what would you talk about? Would you have more structure? No.
Maybe I would have more structure at my podcast. And DD Dreamer 90 would come to my podcast and he'd say, wow, this is so structured.
I don't think he would say that. I think he say, why is it just you now? I'm depressed.
Where's the funny stuff, man? Where'd Socrates go?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, where's this talk about how fapping is symbolic?
Disliked.
Dislike. The first dislike. I don't think any of our podcasts have a dislike yet.
None of them have.
None of them do.
Oh.
We're that much of we're needed that much that there's no dislikes.
How famous are we?
But yes, DD Dreamer 90, we tried to structure it a little bit. We have a list of things we want to talk about for this episode.
I blame the series more than our ability to pick out themes. It's because that much is going on and that much is unanswered that it is an absolute chaos. It is entropy incarnate.
We all have social media induced ADHD.
HD.
I have autism. Legit
Yes.
Asperger's.
It's like herding cats here.
I have ADHD combined with Asperger's. So you're talking about a kid that gets obsessed with one thing, notices the next shiny object, and goes on to that thing. That is my structure.
The next essential part. Essential part? What's that?
Dude,
What's the
when that
essential
gets-
part, Colin?
When that gets mentioned 3 fucking times in the series, and somehow my dumbass picks that out. All right, so the essential part.
Yes. So we're going to
We know
talk
this-
about the 6th layer in this episode because there's so much to talk about the 6th layer,
Again.
honestly. Again. We talked about it kind of in our
Reason
in our
there's
last
5 volumes
episode.
for this one thing.
In our previous episode with the new chapter in episode 2, we talked about the 6th layer. But that was just more about the chapter itself than rather than the entirety of the 6th layer and the 6th layer arc. So
So to establish structure, we're gonna go through every single damn chapter for the
every
6th layer.
page, every
Panel,
panel,
and we're gonna pick out lovely little things I'd like to kind of highlight a little bit and how they might draw connections to earlier parts of the series as well as later parts of
Yes.
this arc and how it might play out in the future.
he's finally busting out his notes, his scribblings.
I don't have any notes. This
Oh.
is the note taking.
We're note taking
What we're doing now is me taking notes. That way I can go back to this and reference it later.
Okay.
Because I
No.
don't, and it's only because I don't have any damn sticky notes around me.
Well,
Otherwise, I'd have it.
go to Office Max.
I mean,
not sponsored.
Amazon exists. You can order some off Amazon, or just go to the store and buy
Get-
some.
And
Get
I have to
sticky
rely
notes
on the
app.
great thing we brought up earlier about USPS taking 11 days to finally make it leave a distribution center.
This
I'm
man's
very
getting vendetta.
tilted. I want my Hunter x Hunter Blu-rays, and USPS keeps cucking me. I'm an advocate of shut down the USPS. not
Just
for
like
any.
Torka keeps
Just
touching it.
literally just because it's the USPS. Nothing political at all. I just want my Hunter x Hunter Blu-rays.
I sold a thing on Mercari, the selling app, you know? I sold a
Yes.
thing, and it didn't get to its buyer because of the United States Postal Service. So I say, dismantle the USPS.
I guarantee there's a
Unneeded.
I guarantee there's a correlation between the MIA haters, the End of Eva lovers, and USPS workers. I guarantee it.
Oh my goodness.
They work at the fucking post office.
Good thing this
This guy
podcast
likes
isn't
made
delivered in
this.
mail form.
True, otherwise you'd never get it.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Nope.
Remember when we said we would be structured this episode?
Remember when we brought up ADHD?
It's too much fun being unstructured.
That's so true, though. I like.
What podcasts do you watch that are structured? Like, what theme? You basically just... This isn't the WAN show with Linus Tech Tips where they're just like, oh, we're going to talk about this techie doohickey today.
I just watched their clips too.
Yeah.
Mostly
mean,
watch
like-
podcast clips now though.
Yeah, like what podcasts are structured? You watch Joe Rogan, that shit's never structured, especially when he has Alex Jones on. You don't watch that for structure, you watch that to see where it goes.
Be entertained. I love those episodes.
Yeah.
We gotta get
Yeah,
Alex
autism is
Jones
funny.
on the podcast.
Yeah, autism is funny. I know,
Have
I'm
Alex Jones
autistic.
read Main Abyss, then bring him on. Oh, that would actually be hilarious.
Alex Jones reviewing Made in Abyss. It stops being about interdimensional vampires and starts being about the some kind of abyss creatures. It's
What?
like the King Kong remake in 2004. There's this undiscovered island left with all this random shit. And somehow the one area on the planet where the dinosaurs are still alive.
All
More
right,
in depth.
but I do want to talk about something though. I do want to understand something because there's something I don't understand, but Colin seems to understand. It's the essential part.
Yes.
What is the essential part? What does that mean?
Uh,
It comes up a lot in the
No,
manga,
it's only come up like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times, but they keep
Yeah,
saying it,
oh.
at least in our translation that we're reading.
Thank God Jake Jung is such a great translator because he's keeping things consistent to where I can pick up on this stuff.
Wes, thank you.
Please come on the podcast.
I doubt we'd get him, but there's hope.
No, no.
He would actually be
wishful
possible
thinking.
with his Twitter following, because
True.
if we can get Emerald, we could probably to get a response out of him at least.
Well, he's a professional. He's a
Yeah.
He'd say no.
person with a reputation to
Peg-
look after. I forgot what that
yeah,
word
yeah.
was for a while.
Kevin Pankin wouldn't answer us. Jake Jung would just say no. I can't be associated with you, stupid fucks.
With you scum.
You guys suck. Sorry.
Okay, but
It's like, oh,
I wish I didn't get your retweets.
so
oh.
where where in the manga does the essential part show up? Where do the
All
characters
right,
say?
so in the earlier volumes, I don't think it's brought up. Maybe it's brought up with Ozen. I don't remember, but Bondrewd is the first to mention it for sure, both in the anime and in the manga. When Reg is berserk, and when he's charging up his incinerator, and Nanachi runs to stop him, he lets go of his fond caress, and he mentions that that it is the light of the essential part or element, as it is mentioned in the dub. Which one pro for the dub is that I think that is a far better name, the essential element. Something about that. It's a nice ring.
Because the part
But,
makes it sound like an actual thing.
I think it is honestly a part of Reg's core, whatever it is that generates the rewriting laser machine, and I honestly think it has to do with Reg. Whatever these devices that are referenced as the essential part are part of what the abyss is at the bottom, or whatever is at the bottom. It is either an amassed society that maybe due to its technology is causing some fluctuation that creates the field that is the curse of the abyss or whatever. But there's one that I found really interesting that is mentioned in the beginning of Volume 8.
Oh.
You lads remember our lovely star compass?
Uh-huh.
What about it?
When we go to the start and the Suicide Squad encounters the villagers, it is also briefly mentioned there that they were basically making a trade. That if they traded the star compass, they would get they would help them get down the abyss, whether that be a map or help them traverse. Because I believe that lad helps them down through the first layer, or maybe the first and second layer, and then dumps Irumi onto the Suicide Squad to go down in the third layers and deeper. But they referred to it when Maloof was translating it. They called it precious thing, the form of the essential part. So
do you know where exactly that is?
That is in
an important thing, the appearance of it?
Chapter 48, about 20 pages in, I want to say.
Okay.
And it is directly referencing the star compass. And it makes me wonder, so it said it's the form of the essential part. Hang on. Let me go back to it.
In my translation...
Yeah, the form of the essential...
So in my translation, it says, Belafu, he's talking to the man, the funny man. He says, an important thing, the appearance of it. They said they would help us wholeheartedly in exchange for the compass.
Interesting.
So some people who are reading
I'm going to trust
this translation.
Jake Jung with this one. You have to have the official manga.
Yeah, I take the official over the fan.
Yeah, generally officials probably better.
Jake Chung lives in Japan. I'm absolutely certain he's in close proximity to the Mad Lad Sakushi himself, and probably communicates with him on that regard and how things should be translated. And so, sorry to you fan translators, but you're also a bunch of angry savages that fight to translate the chapters the fastest, and still haven't given us a true translation of Door Beetle. So I really don't care.
Okay.
Savage. So
yeah, it would be really cool. Sorry, this is a little tangent, but it would be really cool to talk if Jake Jung ever did come on our podcast, which is just a fantasy. But if he ever came on, it would be so interesting to hear about like the process he goes through just to translate all this. I think it'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
But anyway,
that's the one thing. This is the one thing I really want to know the most about this essential part, because I feel like this is just another theory of mine, but. The hollows in the village keep mentioning that they can't progress further into the abyss, nor can they go back, which makes me wonder if these forms or these parts of the essential element are key to getting to the 7th layer. Because I mean, Liza knew Rang, and I'm sure she's not in the 6th layer. I'm sure she's in the 7th layer. So I feel like having, I thought you said or evil. But
No,
anyway,
it's in your head.
I'm kind of convinced that if you don't have it's probably like a locked gate unless you have some piece of the tech that's deeper. You can't go further. It's a locked gate. Do you have the passcode? No. Do you have the ID card?
Layer. You needed a white whistle to
go
open
further.
Open the ball, poop in the altar and go down.
Poop in the great altar, dude. I would deface that altar.
It's so
carving a little stuff drawing.
Miji Kaja is just going piss. You wasted some perfectly good human feces in an altar that could have been traded for value.
Tsukushi would have made it the most valuable item in the in the entire village. If you mess with that, you get instantly balanced. You just obliterated.
No.
Turn to dust.
The equivalent of being shit on.
Oh my.
Take someone else's poop. You're getting shit on, boya.
That's perfectly good pee.
Oh boy.
About the donkey.
Just wasting it.
About the donkey with this dookie.
Could be drinking it.
So do you think the compass is this essential part?
Yes. Or part of it.
Part of it.
Well, I wonder what the essential part is being referred to as. Whether it's an essential tool for the Abyss, if it's a critical relic of the Abyss. Similar to the Unheard Bell, or what else is there special grade wise? Zoaholic. I'm sure the Spragmos would be considered that, even though it's an engineered relic in a technicality. But
those are like really powerful, but they haven't.
Yeah.
But other than the Zoaholic, they haven't really been. And the things Bungie uses, like the Unheard Bell, it hasn't really been important to the story. Just kind of been like a cool world building thing, like, oh, we can stop time.
Well, no. I think the Unheard Bell is going to come into play, because remember what Jiro said about Liza coming back and reclaiming for it, but some stories are better left unsaid. But he never said on if she kept it or turned it in. Now most people would think like, oh, well, she's part of the guild, so she's obviously going to give it back. But Mondri's keeping shit. I'm sure Ozen's keeping shit. So, like, I wonder if Liza's got that giant ass bell with her.
What if Liza's like just sitting there? She
ditched the blaze ring for the Unheard Bell, and now she's just swinging that around instead. Not using the bell for its proper use. I don't care. Big bell, go thwack.
Now, what if Liza is just sitting there with the bell and just continually gonging it until Rico shows up, so she doesn't age and she can still see her?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would actually be really interesting.
Kind of like she stasis froze herself. So like, what does the bell do in terms of stopping time? Is it a field? Is it something that you define? Liza could have literally stasis locked herself to wait for her.
Cryo froze or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But there's already time dilation in the Abyss.
Yeah, with the death certificates in the 6th layer, as well as the time lapse with the memory loss of Fapita and Rag. I'm pretty sure. That's something I still have to reread, but the biggest one is the death certificates, and honestly, I'd say the Armenthide Deceptors, unless Reg in his previous mode or OS operating system or whatever
his last update.
Yeah, his last Windows update. Yeah. Actually planted the Armenthide Deceptors along with the Blaze Reap, which very well could be possible. Because wasn't he carrying something in Chapter 50? He had the Blaze Reap, obviously, but wasn't he carrying something else, like a little package?
Well, when Things gives the Blaze Reap to he says don't drop it again, but there's only one Blaze Reap, and they were using that to fight the
Orb Piercer.
So obviously he could see that already.
So it wasn't like,
or maybe just Bondred was watching Nanity while she was watching them.
Oh, that's but I don't think he was watching her until the Midi's light went out.
Wait a minute,
because he didn't know how he should.
There's no reason to peek on Nanachi's vision unless something significant happened. So I honestly think it was just like Things saw it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's probably it.
How did
Things do be watching.
How did Ozen get the Blaze Reap to give to?
She was down there.
Yeah, she went down there.
Yeah, she was down there. She saw it on the grave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
but
if we wanna, we're really tangenting. But
was Reg carrying it at one point before he lost his memories.
Yes, Reg was carrying the Blaze Root before he lost his memories.
Yeah, where's what chapter is that?
That's chapter 55,
55,
page
55.
13.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, because I remember
He's
it
also
was
got
sitting on his back, right?
He's also got a different cloak.
Yeah, he's got a hat.
Well, not just that. The entire cloak is
Oh yeah,
lighter.
I guess. This is how he drew it then.
Do you think there's more than one Reg?
Whoa. I don't think so.
There might be more than one, like...
No, I mean, like...
type of
I'm thinking
robots.
there might literally be more than one Reg.
I'd be interested
But
to
at
hear
the
your
same
reasoning.
time... No, I can't... Nope, that can't be the case. Because of the fact that Reg's name was Reg before meeting Fapita, so...
Yeah.
Damn, this is really hard to think about.
Did Liza know that Rico had a dog named Reg, and then she gave the name Reg to Reg?
No, because she already did her last dive.
How
Rico was
young
2 when
was
she went on her
Rico?
last dive.
How young was
5.
Rico and the dog?
That I can confirm. I can confirm that because the pharmacist brought up that was 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Rico
So
have a
she was
dog named
5.
Reg when she was 5, and Liza was there with the dog?
No.
No, it was
Liza
too
went
late.
down when she was 2.
Oh my god. Did Rico have the dog when she was 2, and then...
No.
But she didn't.
No, because she got caught quickly with the dog thing.
Oh,
there's
right.
no way that you get away with having a pet dog for
okay,
3 years.
Yeah.
Especially a dog like as big as it was.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking, my brain. Okay. I was thinking that maybe. Okay. But I'm looking at the picture of Reg right now with the thing on his back, and it doesn't exactly look like Blaze Rape's hand. It looks like something else.
It actually looks like he's got a giant guitar. If you look at the zoomed out image, and there's got a little bulge there.
Yeah, that's the key to Fapita's
It's
heart.
gonna sing a better
Wonderwall.
version of "Take on Me" than Ellie from Last of Us 2.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, don't get me started on that. That game sucks. That's a tangent we don't want to go on.
No. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. We all know Last of Us 2 sucked.
Going back to the essential element, what if the essential element is just a guitar, and to get deeper into the abyss, you have to play this sick song?
It would actually, well, you know what? Given the white whistles and the bringing out the sounds of one's life force, or what was the quote exactly that Majikaja said when I first saw the whistle?
There's a lot of those.
Hang on.
Majikaji.
Majikaji.
Kaji
Kaji
loves
Magi.
Majikaji, unfortunately.
I do.
Yeah.
We
He's
love
alright.
Majikaji, but
He's
you
no
know,
stuff.
he's like Ozen's big titty mommy, Bonjude's funny science man, Majikaji. He's cool,
Nothing.
guys. Give
He is
Majikaji
cool.
your love.
He's weird. I like it.
He looks like a character from Robots, the best movie ever made.
Oh boy.
I can't find where it was.
Take your time.
Chapter 40, maybe? I don't know.
It's definitely. Oh, I found it.
What page?
It doesn't say. Lol.
Okay. Thanks.
I didn't keep track. I've been just flipping through random pages.
Okay. That's fine. What is the quote then that he says about the white whistle?
When they become musical instruments, stones become stronger and their precision increases. To possess one without undergoing that process is not good for its value. How do you say it in the common language? It gives sound to a life's will.
Interesting.
That'd be cool if like more musical things, sound stuff, like the bell and the whistle.
The bard in D&D is becoming useful.
Or maybe it's like an electric guitar. You plug it into like this abyssal like
Amplifier.
You plug it into Reg's belly button.
Shred on its.
Reg's an amp.
Yo,
and
pass the aux.
Pass the reg, dude. I need to play.
Pass the Reg chord. It's like
Pass the Aubon.
It's like Stitch and Lilo and Stitch, where like she puts his
The opening
claw
jaw
down.
with the record player.
Yeah, he puts a claw in the record. He
Oh,
opens
yeah.
his mouth, and music comes out. So we also
I
think
wanna
that
kn-
the essential part could be in Reg, right?
Yeah, I think it's part of his core.
Because they keep referring to Reg's belly, right?
It's a barcode. Oh yeah, the belly, the warm belly. I forgot about that. Everyone keeps saying his tummy is hot, and I get it. Reg's hot, but you know, calm down.
Whoa,
Oh, boy.
there.
Oh,
Whoa
boy.
there.
Ara,
You're gonna attract
Oh,
people.
my.
Getting canceled. Actually, it's
Attract
Oya
some
Oya.
unwanted attention.
Oi, oi.
Yeah, we don't want that kind of
Oy,
thing.
oy.
This is all a joke. Reg's
all a
hot because
joke,
of his
not
belly. It's not because of any sort of underlying features. Hey, good. What's up here with your penis?
Hey, Reg, what's up with your penis?
Oh my god.
That's how she delivers it.
That's how the dub sounds.
So,
It's frustrating because it is.
So, like, whenever the whistle activated, his belly got hot. That
Yeah.
got brought up.
when Rico
Whenever Rico
slept
slept on him when they
for the
first
first
escaped.
time, like he's like, oh, my
And
belly.
then
Something happened.
when Bondrew's in furry form and he's stabbing him through the belly button.
Yeah,
he's
he's
Your
like, oh,
insides are
delicious.
quite warm.
Which is so creepy to say, but hey, whatever. Nice thing about Bondrew is he's
Show
not
it
very
to
like
me.
malicious.
Show it to
He's
me.
He's
just-
like, oh hey,
It's
your
just
insides are
curiosity.
warm.
Literally
Yeah.
just curiosity.
He's literally just curious, like your
It's a
insides are
bundle
warm.
of
That's
joy is
cool.
what he is.
You'd expect a robot to be cold on the inside, but no, he's warm. What's up with that? Interesting.
Just dub Bondred over with the April Fool from Fairly Odd Parents. What's up with that?
Show
don't
it
know
to
that.
me.
But yes, and then it's brought up briefly one other time when they first descend the abyss, and Rico takes a power nap on Reg's warmy tummy.
Warmy tummy.
That's called foreshadowing. Everybody.
Yeah, fuck Attack on Titan. This is the true foreshadowing.
Reg's tummy was hot. That was much better.
That's
foreshadowing.
clearly a hint towards the origin of the abyss itself and how they get into the seventh layer.
Oh, imagine we do all this speculation and we're just
Watch
wrong.
Sakushi just tweet at us, go like, "Fuck, why'd you call me out like that?"
Does the
guys-
2,000-year
well,
cycle
this-
have something to do with Reg's tummy
Reg's
being
tummy.
warm?
No,
It's
it's
like,
because
what
the
the heck
abyss
are you
is
guys
clearly
thinking?
Menya's asshole.
Prolapsed.
Or it's Ma's asshole. I forget. What's the meme these days?
Mania.
I think it's mania.
So what happens when Ma crushes the abyss? Does its butt guts also plop out? That's what Bondred's really
yeah.
studying. How do you butt gut the abyss?
The abyss turns inside out, it gets prolapsed, and then the series becomes Tower of God.
Oh boy.
I love
Hey, it
Tower of
makes
God,
sense.
but I swear to God, like the amount of shit Tower of God just clearly rips off from Hunter x Hunter is astounding.
I'm showing it
Haven't
for you.
seen any either.
Tower of God's amazing, but
I just
yeah, like
watched
I
it.
said, fuck, it rips off a lot of Hunter x Hunter stuff. When it comes to power-ups, character development, characters in general, literally the only thing that's different from it is the way its games are structured, which even then Hunter x Hunter does a little bit, but that's because Togashi loves his tournaments.
Cut back to the one comment saying we need to be more structured.
So when do you think the essential part will come back in the story?
That
By
would
your
probably
guesstimations.
be depending on how this arc gets resolved. If there's not another miniature arc after that, where Wakuzan plays a separate role with outside of the village arc, or if there's not an entire White Whistle arc that involves Rajo or Wakuna in any sense,
Oh please.
it would probably be shortly after this arc. And I really hope it's not after this arc. I really hope that there's a secondary arc to the sixth layer to get on another tangent that expands it a bit more, that shows a bit more of the map, and we get a bit more pieces filled in. But if all plays out well, when they're getting ready to go the seventh layer, that's when things are really going to start to get answered about that. It's either going to be about the essential part, or Reg's memories are going to play a much more critical role. One of those two things, I guarantee, is probably going to be answered when they get to the seventh layer. Not when they're in the seventh layer, when they get to it. So by the end of the sixth layer, something will be answered. Either one of those two things.
Well,
Which I honestly think...
with the Nachi
I think-
being bestowed Belaf's memories and Faputa getting Iramui's memories.
She is going to be straight up exposition for the next couple of chapters. Like, she is
Oh,
just an
boy.
encyclopedia right now.
Oh,
Just
boy.
waiting to be explained. Because Belaf
Not sure how
clearly
to think
knows a
about
lot
that.
more than he was letting on originally.
Obviously,
But-
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But continue.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about big exposition dumps.
I kind of like it. Especially this series needs it right now. Because
I suppose I suppose it just depends on how well it's done.
you need a big exposition dump, either this layer or the seventh layer, because once you go beyond the seventh layer, I think it's gonna be tricky to do that, because there's gonna be a big huge arc, and then there's gonna be a climax, and probably a cliffhanger, and after that would be the only time left where you could do an exposition dump, because at that point, once you go to beyond the 7th layer, whatever's at the bottom, you're getting towards the final arc, and if you don't do the exposition dump before the final arc, it's kind of pointless.
What would said exposition dump answer, though?
The Abyss origin, the 2,000-year cycle, the essential part, Reg's memories, the female Abba that's in Reg's flashbacks, the berserk mode, you name it, the praying hands or the praying corpses at the top, how the birthday death disease work. I mean, there's literally so much. Where do you draw those connections, and how do they work out?
I think some of those things will
they've been hinted at
by Faputa.
The birthday death disease, I feel like, will be one thing that'll be answered before the 7th layer. That I feel like for sure. But there's gonna need to be. There's gonna be. I swear, like this is one thing where I'm just kind of like, Tsukushi will do good. I know he will, but I'm scared because of the fact that it's just like, where do you dump this info? How long is this gonna take? And will I be alive when the series ends? And more importantly, will he be alive when the series ends?
Oh goodness.
Well, I think after the battles have been said and done, like when supposedly how I think it's gonna happen is the Ryu Sazai gets pushed back and Wazukyan gets defeated or put down in some way. Like maybe all of the village sages, all the 3 sages die somehow.
Well, Belof's dead.
Yeah, Belof's dead.
The substitute one is dead.
The big guy's dead, and
Wazukyan's
left.
He's
so
the only one left.
And then,
like, unless you count Beko.
And then once all the ashes are settled, then there will be some exposition, I think.
Yeah, and
but I don't think
what happens to the villagers? I don't think it.
I think the new the white-haired Abed will Obad will come in soon. I think
it'll either be that or Sarajo will come into play. I feel like he's going to be the big info dump.
I must tell you what I've learned in the Abyss.
I mean, the dude literally carries around a grave.
A big coffin?
No, it's just literally a gravestone.
Oh, yeah.
From what we've seen, yeah.
I'm just like, that dude is chiseling whatever he learns about the Abyss into that piece of fucking stone, I guarantee it.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Or the name.
I am Moses, except I'm fucked up.
Except I am awesome.
My father was Abraham. We are evil.
I am. Do you think Sarajo will be evil, though?
No. I honestly, it's like the theory. I don't think this ever even got uploaded in one of our episodes before. I honestly think that we're gonna encounter both of them at once. One's gonna be hunting the other, and you're gonna think that Sarajo's the crazy one originally, but it turns out Wakuna's the crazy one, and Sarajo is just like, yeah, this motherfucker he crossed me and started doing shit because the Abyss drove him insane.
I think Wakuna will gaslight all the children into thinking he's good.
Yeah.
Like Bondrewd.
Well, Kuna's the only one that doesn't really stand out from the other White Whistles. Everyone's just like, focus on Sarajo. He's the one that looks funky. But Wakuna
He's got played Dr. Mask.
Yeah, Wakuna is...
Play Dr. Mask, you're cool!
He's got hair and a pirate hat and a dolphin whistle.
It's a whale.
Hey, don't diss the dolphins or whales.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's... I know Bondrewd was technically a foreign cave raider, but he got his white whistle because the dude's a freaking genius. But I wouldn't be surprised if Wakuna is like a true and defined foreign cave raider. Like he snuck into the Abyss with these band parties that usually is hunted by the guild, and then just achieved his white whistle and was officially recognized because he's got the pirate aesthetic to him.
I don't know. I think
just from his outline and silhouette.
I thought Wakuna looked like a priest.
Really?
A priest?
Like an Orthodox priest.
Let me look up a picture.
But this hat usually gives me that, because all we have is that his little profile.
Oh,
thing,
dude, no, his hat's different in the show. Yeah, if you look at the manga compared to his helmet,
it's a little bit.
I wonder if that was deliberate.
Pokes out more.
No, like literally, it's literally a helmet. He's got like an eye socket on the left side.
Yeah, maybe that's like goggles are like lifted up, because you can see like this kind of like sliver of an eye on his left side.
No, on his right side, yeah.
Right, on his right side, our left side, yeah. That looks like an eye. It's like goggles he can pull up and down.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
I
I wanna
literally just
see
don't
these
know.
bastards. I wanna see them. I wanna know what they look like. I wanna know what their deal is. We all do.
Same.
We can only guess.
Yeah. Which is kind of
Yeah.
unfortunate, but
Yeah, they're definitely down there. Hopefully they're still alive.
Thinking about it now, I don't know if he's a priest necessarily.
That's just the aesthetic thing I get from him. That's just my
Is
guess.
it because of is it the coat?
It's his hat. It's his hat.
His hat doesn't give off the priest look.
I can see.
Send me a picture of this priest you're talking about.
I'll find some weird priest hats. I don't know. It's like
weird priest hats.
I've seen them. I was raised Catholic. I know what's up.
Oh, yeah, gosh, Bondra looks so cool.
he's
Sorry, it's like a picture of all
right
of them, and Bondra's just like, wow, with the tail,
dude,
the
just
helmet. Oh, so cool.
He just stands out. Like, I love his pose too.
Like everyone's, some people have said like, oh, I think Wakuna Wazukian is better than Bondra's. Like, no, based on design alone, Bondra's better. I'm just.
Me and Abyss has the best character design period of any series I've ever seen.
I wholeheartedly agree. Gosh dang, look at him.
A Brietta, kind of. That's the object the hat I found. A Brietta.
Let's see. Send it in the chat.
A Beretta. I don't know. Just like there was a priest at my high school that kind of wore one of these. And
I've seen these at graduation.
They do kind of look like graduation caps.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see.
I don't know. It's a reach. I feel like there might be better hats out there. I just don't know.
Maybe.
It's just
we don't know.
The anime. I mean, just look at how much they hid with Wakuna with his helmet. Yeah. Because like if you take that away, it looks like a captain's hat. Like if you look at the anime version, but if you look at the manga version, like, damn, I don't even know what to call that. That's like
a hat.
It's like a Pacific Rim mech head from the Russia one.
It looks like you can put stuff in it. It looks like a bowl with a space in the middle for the head.
It's kind of like a Crusader helmet almost, like the little the tin hat type of thing. You know, the bucket go bonk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can.
I don't know. Like I've never seen anything that's really comparable to it.
The thing is, we're speculating off like literally nothing.
We have nothing. We literally have nothing. This is
when it comes to Wakuna, there's nothing.
I have my
he's out there.
I have my funny Strajo meme. That funny Strajo meme I made. Where'd I put it? It's don't mess with us Strajo fans. We literally know nothing about him.
It's so true though.
And that's one thing I can really appreciate about the series compared to like Hunter x Hunter, because Hunter x Hunter has, like, when you get this mysterious thing, it's thrown at you right away and it's built on right away. This is a series that does not, it leaves you in the dark. Literally. This is the one thing, going back to structure, we literally can't have structure because we have nothing to work with.
That's very true.
Well,
we only have
with these types of things, we've talked a lot about these whistles that we barely know anything about. And it's almost kind of useless to speculate.
Yeah, because literally the only thing we have defined about the white whistles so far is how they're made. And that they draw out the true purpose of relics, which we've only gotten 2 answers to so far, which is the Curse Repelling Vessel and Reg, both of which we know little to nothing about, because one supposedly resurrects the dead to a previous living state, whether conscious or just a reflexive iterance of its past life or something, with the meat that Ozen used, or Reg literally going Super Saiyan with and the only thing that we know about that so far is that the power to use that is the equivalent of 1 incinerator shot, which is mentioned in chapter 55 for the first time, so we only just recently found out about that. It's just it's crazy. Like, there's always so much. And don't really want to go to Reddit to see if anyone else has divulged further about this stuff.
I mean, I'm sure there's some things out there.
I'm sure there's some really good stuff out there that goes into that, which is maybe episode worthy, but
We could consult the greater Made in Abyss community, or we
But
could
again,
stay in our little
that's
Discord chat and.
that's the thing is we'd have to actually develop a structure for that one and get like literal questions answered and how to make that a good topic to talk about for 5 or 10 minutes.
Structure on this podcast.
That's the big issue, is that we can only stretch a topic so far without jumping into another topic that it might connect to.
Everything's connected,
The
man.
possibility that we're just dead wrong as well is just really high.
Because I thought Nanachi was gonna die in 56. Straight up. Nope. It's totally different now. But
nice.
yeah, no, I just it's a tricky thing to make a long structured subject for.
When you have barely anything to go on.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
we're doing our best, folks.
Well, I think we've talked about the essential part as long as we could have.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I didn't
think
bring
it's
up either
compass.
was the necklace
The necklace.
in episode 1 in
yeah,
chapter 3.
we haven't really seen the necklace since like.
But it has a very similar shape to the star compass.
And Reg had it with him, so it must mean something.
Yes.
Hopefully
Wait,
they
did
still
Reg have it with
it.
him when? Okay.
He didn't have it in chapter 55. That's the thing.
Is that a contradiction? Did Sakushi forget?
No.
This
is where this could be.
Well, just because
that could have been the. There could have been more than one Aban. It could have been someone following him.
Could have been female
found it
Reg.
along the way. Maybe it was in his back pocket.
Maybe it was Liza's. We literally don't know.
Yeah.
We actually don't know.
Because again, we have.
There's the light whistle, and then there's that necklace. It's the next step.
Yeah, maybe.
I doubt it.
Maybe Liza's like, "Did you bring my necklace back?"
No.
And then go get it. Should Rico back up?
Well, that thing plays into another theory. I wonder if that's Reg's backup hard drive.
Oh boy. I don't know.
How would that?
It holds all his memories.
But like, how does that activate his memory? How would that?
I feel like the moment
he eats it and he gets all his memories back. I don't know.
Yeah, where does he put that?
I don't know. So here's the thing: so that hasn't gotten pulled out, mentioned, or anything of the sort once. But I'm pretty sure Rico still has it, and so I'm convinced the moment Reg looks at that, something is going to happen with his memories. Why they're either to little or great effect, and I'm willing to bet it's going to be great effect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's going to be some great character development with Reg first before that happens, because honestly, I feel like if that gets revealed too soon, he'll probably, if it does happen a great effect, it'll probably cause him to have some kind of mental breakdown. And I don't think Sakushi's fleshed him out enough yet to bring that necklace up.
Then he has to choose between Reg and Fapita.
Yeah.
Which of his hoes does he like more?
Yep. I don't know. Sakushi has an interesting way of building up his characters, because I mean, let's be real, all the characters kind of sucked at the start, not gonna lie, but
they were just
that's what happened. They were bland,
fun lolly adventure characters.
He built them up through these adventures and through traversing the abyss. You know, a way a character should naturally progress.
Development.
Yeah.
Wow, characters get character development. Wow. Crazy stuff.
It's the one series where I've seen characters get fleshed out the way they do. Well, the other one that comes close is Hunter x Hunter. That's it. Maybe Berserk.
Long man bad.
Keep telling yourself that. You're missing out.
I know. I'll watch it eventually. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to. I need to finish Violet Evergarden and Land of the Illustrious first.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask though?
So I keep
Before
forgetting.
you forget.
Do you think the essential element is Reg's incinerator, or do you think it's something else inside him?
I think it's something else inside him.
Okay.
I'm not sure what though. I feel like it plays.
The natural question that follows, like, if the incinerator were the essential part, then why doesn't the bigger guy? Would the bigger guy have something similar? Which I don't think so.
Oh, Garuban?
Yeah, that's his name. Thank you, Garuban. Yeah.
I think there's a class of interference units compared to Reg. So
Yeah.
he has the same grapple mechanism that Reg does with his claws, but when he fires out any of his stuff from his arms, it's kind of like what the Turbinid Dragon does. It's just a ball. It's just a ball of fire.
Ball of destruction.
So maybe it's something similar. I feel like Reg is a newer piece of technology compared to Gabaroon, who's probably more old.
Isn't Reg's laser the same as Bondrewd Spragmos?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
It's lasers.
So I wonder if different interference units are designed to deal with like different things, I guess.
And they're powered differently.
Yeah. Again, we don't know.
What would make more sense if Made in Abyss was a video game? Because a lot of things in Made in Abyss seem like a video game, like video game mechanics. So I'm thinking like the answer that's probably true is probably the one that would make the most sense and be the most fun in a video game.
Please make a Made in Abyss game. That would be
my god, could you make a Made in Abyss game?
That would be perfect for expanding the stuff that wasn't covered in the series.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay,
that would actually be really cool.
Going back to the essential part thing a little bit, and a little bit more of some other stuff. I was just flipping through chapters, and I stumbled upon the page in chapter 42 where Faputa first sees Reg again and inspects his belly button, and then proceeds to stab him in the belly button again. And and she licks his belly button and says, "The taste is the same. You said you would bring Haku, the human child, the Narehate child. Which of them is your Haku?"
Oh, okay. Well, that takes out the my theory of the purpose of Reg going to the surface. The possibility of the star compass being.
Because I've forgotten about this too until I just stumbled upon it here again. It seems like, Reg was, who they call the prince, is serving the princess, Faputa, and bringing Haku, bringing either the human child or the Narehate child, Riko or Nanachi. So, but he also had contact with Liza. So did he pick up an extra quest going back up? Does Faputa know something about Liza? Does Faputa know Liza?
I think she said something.
I don't think she knows. 55. I don't think she knows Liza, but I think Reg probably talked about it.
Also, I shouldn't be the Reg. This is a name that Riko gave to me on the surface. That can't be true. Reg was Reg before. So yeah, there's that name thing again.
Yeah. This is where the time element starts to get screwy.
Yes.
Again, all things that we can only speculate about and wait until more chapters come out.
And I want to know what the heck that thing that Reg had on his helmet that he gave to Faputa. What the hell is that?
What did he give her?
The
leaf thing?
Metal bra thing. That was on his helmet in 55 and on the cover of Volume 6. I want to know what the heck is that.
It's a little funny.
There has to be a purpose. Every relic has a purpose.
Oh yeah, the metal bra thing. Yeah. Well, they look like goggles at first. Then they turn into her chest covering her bra.
Yeah. I don't know.
They look like some kind of weird robot goggles that make him see gooder or something.
Yeah.
Gooder.
His equipment, his video game equipment.
I wonder if they might be lights.
Lights?
Ability, kind of like a headlamp.
Maybe.
Can Reg see in the dark? Can he see in the dark?
I think so.
Probably. It makes sense.
He can zoom in with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he didn't have night vision, it'd be like, why didn't you put that in?
Who knows then?
Why didn't you put a printer and a microwave in him? He's got 4,001 functions, but he can't clean the bathroom.
Why didn't you put in a speaker function in... Oh, wait, no.
Okay, now looking at
Does Reg have Bluetooth?
Okay, now looking at the Volume 6 cover, and I'm looking at the thing on Reg's back. It's wrapped up like the Blaze Reap.
Yeah.
And it's like folded up. I can barely see it, but it doesn't like bend the way I expect the Blaze Reap to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know.
Speculation.
Check the hilt of the Blaze Reap.
Yes. What does it look like when it's on things back?
Yeah, I'll pull
looks-
them up in
oh,
a
excuse me.
comparison shot here.
It looks totally different.
Well, it's wrapped totally different as well.
Oh no, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the hilt. Look at the hanging piece.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that is pretty similar. Actually,
Do you think Reg stopped at the seeker camp on his way up and saw Ozen?
Ozen did bring up the. I would have preferred to keep him around longer for more of his memories to return.
Yeah, she said I have
Yeah,
to destroy
yeah.
before you remember anything when she's doing that awesome scene. She beats the shit out of him.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
So,
it's implied
like-
she knows
like,
something
If
about
that is
him.
the Blaze Reap, then he must have dropped it off there. But it was also on the grave.
Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot about that. When Reg was having his hallucination or flashback at the Blaze Reap, he was holding the pendant in his hand.
The blue
Let's see
pendant.
what the wiki says. Is there a
Looks like
red
a-
pendant?
Blue water. From Naughty
Rico
Secret
later
Blue Water.
ties it to her undergarments.
Hot?
Oh.
I mean, cool.
Whoa there.
Hey now.
Child. Blue pendant is
And there's you see the people in the comments of the wiki, of the fandom wiki.
He wanted to tell the beginning story as he wanted to with the anime, so that's what he did. That's why the first layer was a little bit longer and paced differently, and the third layer was much longer.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
see.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Restrictions
happens.
to be bad.
It
Yeah.
wasn't getting popular, so
Well, look at it now. It's
I
got a
know.
podcast
Yeah.
about it. That's the height of
Yay.
popularity.
yeah, it's
That's
deeper than Eva.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure there are people who would like actually kill you if you said that to them.
It's deeper than Eva. I'll happily say that, and then they can try, and then
Well,
I
if you
will.
just didn't understand it.
I will
then
pull out
obviously.
my bonded tail and smack him down.
Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
Yeah, I understand Eva. I think it's stupid.
I try to understand Eva, and I think it's cool.
Well, so does the author.
End of Eva was cool. Everything else
End of Eva was
sucked.
cool.
I like
I
all
like
of
End of
it.
Eva.
I
No,
like
You're
all of it.
incorrect. You're incorrect.
I like all of it, maybe except the inflation episode.
Which one is the inflation episode?
Oh, when Asuka goes into the lava and fights the angel in the volcano, she puts on
Yeah,
the
the
big
big
the
Chungus
big
episode.
Chungus
Yeah.
suit.
Because otherwise
That
they would
episode
like
was
literally
funny enough,
die.
I don't know what
That
you're talking
was
about.
Yeah.
Of all the episodes you couldn't like, it had to be the big Chungus episode.
I
I'm
don't like
disappointed.
any of them. I like End of Eva. This End of Eva is everything I wanted out of Evangelion. Instead, all throughout Evangelion, I got nothing but teenage melodrama.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I got
I
an enlightening and engaging coming of age story.
There's nothing good about this coming of age. There's plenty of other
Shut
good
up.
coming of age stories.
I know. I like coming of age stories, and I think this one's really good.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
oh boy,
Anyway.
what is this?
Anyway, this is not the Evangelion podcast. This is Papa's Rodcast, the Made in Abyss podcast. Your
Yeah,
favorite Made in Abyss podcast.
It's because it's deeper.
And we have to talk about more things in the sixth layer. So
it
we've
goes
gotten
in
the blue pendant out of the way. We've gotten the essential part out of the way. We think we've
Which is deeper
said
than
everything
Eva.
about that we can. I want to talk
Yeah.
about the Narahate village and
Okay.
the capital of the Unreturned itself, because
Okay.
Narahate don't occupy the wider, abandoned village.
Because they'll
the
disappear
capital
and
of the
die if
Unreturned.
they leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
And
yeah.
there's acid rain.
Hey,
It's dangerous.
yeah. so
Iron-
there was
hot
another
iron-
society
Hot iron.
Living
Sorry.
a long
That's what I
time
meant,
ago.
Yes. It is
Uh-huh.
mentioned in Volume 8 that the inhabitants there were tattooed people of dark skin, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
I can't remember. I
black.
don't remember where this was. But I know it was mentioned.
I don't remember where it's mentioned.
I only had the chance to reread Volume 6. I didn't have a lot of time. I got distracted by the pretty art, and
I mean, hey,
Understandable.
I don't blame you. It is very pretty art. I will give
So-
that to you.
I don't really have an answer for you right now. All I know is that it's in there somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Thomas, the power of editing, you'll find it.
Answer. Just want to talk.
Pretty please.
Because Depending on how the 2,000-year cycle works, obviously we think that maybe the 2,000-year cycle was responsible for whatever civilization that was in the capital of the Unreturned caused it to go kaput, just like the civilization probably in the first layer that we see. All the other layers don't really seem habitable for like a civilization, you know, like the sheer rock face and an upside down forest and a bunch of big water cups don't really seem too friendly.
You can probably make a village. You can probably make a few houses in,
and
like,
you have the big city surrounding the Idaho.
Well, remember, there's the boiler city area for when they were searching for the sources of water.
Yeah.
There was one that was occupied by a ferocious creature that the interference units dare not approach.
Yeah.
The second one was a boiler industry by the thermal vents, I think it was. And they couldn't go near without compromising their structural integrity.
Yeah. We haven't seen any remains of those tattooed people from the city, have we? Okay, that
makes me wonder if Reg is the true like Abad / apex predator of the Abyss itself.
It's the thing where like Reg, in his past, he killed so many people and he forgot about it or something.
They could have been a more advanced society that the Abyss still absorbed.
I mean, they have a pretty big city going on there.
Yeah, there could be an even greater race down there.
I mean, didn't Bondrewd cause the Industrial Revolution because he like reverse engineered all their tech?
Yeah, no, Bondrewd is a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Of course.
Also, apparently, so are they because they created all that originally.
Well, here's another thing too that I reread with the 6th volume. They talked about the architecture / structure when they first got to the 6th layer and how the buildings are being like engrossed in the ecosystem. Not like, buildings been left there a long time and moss and things are growing over it. It's like it's literally crystallizing with the rest of the 6th layer, making it that golden city look. So I'm wondering if maybe this isn't the remains of a civilization, but the collective consciousness of the Abyss, or whatever the force field is, naturally forming these things out of the gold or crystallization materials around them. So these buildings, these crystal structures are literally shaped in the building into these building-like structures.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's
so
all
they're
mixed
not
up with that building over there. It's made out of some sort of crystal. Yeah. What is this place? How was it made like this? Is this a city that was on the surface a long time ago, which got swallowed down here? That's my theory. Is this entire city fossilized, or is it just a mirage made by the crystals? I don't get it at all.
I honestly think just the crystals just formed into that look.
Into a city look?
Yeah. I honestly think that whatever the force field is, the curse of the abyss, the flow of consciousness, maybe
maybe this consciousness built a city because it's human consciousness and humans like cities, so.
It just somehow the memories of these people and what they recognize as civilization is being converted into some naturally flowing ecosystem.
It's being transformed and it's being built inside the abyss,
not
by human hands, but by human mind.
Yeah, like literally shapes the abyss itself.
So what about those tattooed people? Are they
not directly or with any intent? It's just I'd say genetic, maybe. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a
wacky.
Medical specialist or scientist or anything of that sort. I'm just an engineer.
I think Rico's little thing saying, "Is this a city that was on the surface a long time ago, just got swallowed down here?" I think that might be it because, my theory with the 2,000-year cycle is that whatever civilization is built on top of the abyss gets swallowed into it and becomes the new first layer, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was originally thinking too.
Interesting.
And if no civilization gets formed there, then it just swallows it up anyway. And maybe the inverted forest was maybe the entire island turned into a forest.
And the Goblet of Giants.
Yeah, and the Goblet of Giants, maybe those were some natural formation a long time ago in crazy dinosaur times. Then that got swallowed up. And the rock face, maybe the island was a barren wasteland, and it was just all stone. Then that got swallowed up and turned into the third layer. Maybe it was snowy.
That wouldn't.
And turned into,
but how do you explain the ship that's there then?
The ship? Yeah, the ship that gets like
the third layer.
Yeah, like how does that ship get like
this is where I honestly
into the wall,
think,
right?
Here's the thing. This is where I start to think that Reg wasn't responsible for the Armenthide Deceptors. I honestly think that there's some kind of force that involves teleportation, where things can just kind of like Bermuda Triangle type of thing, where things just randomly get pulled into the abyss. So the ship would be one of them. I honestly think that
maybe
because
the ship was hanging outside the abyss and got swallowed up while it was.
Maybe the abyss was bigger.
With the 2,000-year cycle.
Maybe the abyss was bigger back then. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because given the width of the Sea of Corpses, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, the sucking down theory would kind of explain why there's still like structures on the first layer.
But knowing Sakushi,
whales and all that.
But knowing Sakushi, he's gonna throw a fucking wrench into that theory machine. You know.
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna throw a machine.
He loves to spoil the series, but he loves just making everyone wrong.
We could call this podcast the "Prove Us Wrong Sakushi Cat."
Yeah. So, but where was I going with this? There was one thing I wanted to mention. The teleportation thing, Bermuda Triangle type of effect. The Armenthide Deceptors are naturally in the 6th layer, but somehow ended up in the 4th layer.
Yeah.
Right.
And the birthday death certificates somehow end up in the 6th layer when that shouldn't be possible. And I honestly think that from the 6th layer, you could access the other layers through some means that haven't yet been revealed. Because how else would the Armenthide Deceptors get up there? And how else would the certificates get down there?
Because the 6th layer is like the sky is basically an ocean, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's so like cool. That'd be so cool to see. Oh my
god. Oh heck yeah.
Like the big ball sinks through the ocean, and you see all those big.
I'm honestly starting to think that the 6th layer is actually not part. It's not deeper below. I honestly think it's somewhere else entirely.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I actually think it's.
Boy, oh boy.
I think it's on like some other world, honestly.
I don't know if I can get behind that.
Well, okay. If it's not in the abyss, then why is it called the abyss?
That's just what they name it. They don't know.
They don't know.
Neither do you.
They're not reading the manga.
But just the way the 6th layer is playing out, it doesn't seem like a normal place. Compared to the rest of the abyss.
There's an SCP.
Compared to the rest of the abyss.
There's an SCP that's a red pool in like the middle of like Canada, in like the Canadian wilderness. It's a red pool, and if you sink down to the red pool enough, you come out in an ocean on a completely different world. And it's like a big red ocean, and there's like the sky is really weird.
The third impact.
Yeah. There's a big wall.
All returns to
and people randomly disappear. So like that idea exists.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's not too crazy. I don't think that's what's going on.
We'll see.
We'll see. Because
because remember, there's that long period in the manga where like they're saying there's like, how long have we been here? Because like they leave the bottom of the Sea of Corpses, and then there's this solid period of time where they go poop and piss in the altar, and after that they come
ball for a long time.
Yeah, and then they come out to this portal of light that turns into the 6th layer. Like, I mean, we don't know what the hell's going on in that time of darkness between leaving the bottom of the Sea of Corpses and coming out into the 6th layer. Yeah. Who knows where that ball's going?
You can still return from
the
6th layer. So I guess.
Yeah, but it's
goes on in that ocean.
It's a two-way ball bus. What do you want? It's a two-way interdimensional ball bus.
The magic school bus, magic ball bus.
That shit's and that kind of shit. That kind of shit that interdimensional travel between some kind of spiritual world and the real world, or interdimensional portals or whatever, is referenced all the time. I mean, I'm playing Final Fantasy VI, and they just did this with the Phantom Train. I mean, there's the boat on the river Styx. I mean, there's tons of them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that could be. It could be.
Prove us wrong, Sakushi.
Prove us wrong, Sakushi.
Please prove me wrong. I'd rather be wrong, honestly. Because that way it keeps me in suspense. I can keep reading without any sort of satisfaction or disappointment. Well, actually, it'll always be satisfaction, but not satisfaction from my own theories.
Yeah.
Or disappointment
from my own. Wow, this is so much better than what we thought.
Yeah, I'm just more of like satisfaction of the series is peak fiction. That's all I want. Just keep doing that.
So true.
I want to be right in my long ago theory that the abyss is infinitely deep. It is deeper than the Earth is
Oh, that'd be
wide,
cool.
and it just
Well,
makes
then
no
at that
sense.
point,
It's just
yes,
non-Euclidean.
it is
and it's just what the
it
hell's
is
going on?
interdimensional at that point.
Yeah, or something. It's like the abyss doesn't have a bottom. It just keeps
Or it's like
going.
it's like the universe's expansion is constantly expanding in on itself, and that's what the abyss is. It's constantly expanding in on itself.
Well, I don't think my infinite depth theory would make a whole lot of sense if like the abyss is like kind of representation of Mother Nature. I feel like.
No, that the abyss is a combination between I don't. Oh, jeez, how do I explain this? Because right now, the big thing that I'm trying to figure out is if what is Sakushi's philosophical messaging from telling this story as a whole, and it has to do with the desires of the 7 deadly sins will you have, or something like that. Something about that just keeps coming to mind whenever I read about these desires, these greeds, these curiosities, these obsessive desires that define your entire existence. This rabid obsession.
Yeah, Ozen represented lust, obviously.
Yeah.
I lust for
Wait a second.
That's why.
I mean, it would explain Maruk then.
Uh-oh.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Or maybe rather it's the Adam and Eve type of storytelling with gaining knowledge by eating the apple.
Gaining knowledge by going on an adventure.
I mean, Bondrewd is just an epitome of wanting to know.
I mean,
the whole knowledge and power, the more you know.
In ye olden times, there was a genre of literature where you have this adventure to seek what is true, but you end up either dying or going insane. So,
tell me these stories right now. I want to know what they are.
I don't know. I forgot. I read them for like class, and it was school reading.
Think harder.
I don't remember any.
Think harder.
I'm trying. I'll get back to you on that.
Good. I need to know these because I will read them immediately.
I mean, it's old literature, so you might find it boring, though. Okay.
Care.
All right, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, then.
Old shit is cool.
No, if there's something that's similar to that, then I want to know. Because there's some kind of inspiration from Sakushi's work. Because I still can't find the Buddhist text that he's using to inspire from the story, but it's very similar to Dante's Inferno, but it's not Dante's Inferno. Apparently Buddhists have their own version of Dante's Inferno.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm trying to find that out. The closest I've gotten is to the 9 stages of the courts.
Or Christians copied the Buddhist thing and made their own version of it.
I don't know which came first. I don't care. All I know is I want to know what it is.
I don't think there was one that came first, so to speak. I think they just invented it at their own time. So I mean, layers.
Stories are weird.
Stories are weird. I agree, but I highly doubt Dante was influenced by Buddhists.
No.
So in fact, I think it's quite impossible.
Ah.
So. Yeah.
So,
Dante's Inferno is cool, though. I like that book.
Any of you fellow watchers later on know what I'm talking about for this Buddhist text, let me know. Because I want to know what it is. And if it is the 9 stages of the corpse, great. Then I can start my research.
I can probably, once I get back to college, I'll probably ask one of my professors. They'd probably know. They're pretty smart.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll find it.
My professors will definitely not know that.
What inspired you, Suck? We need your knowledge.
I know Leonard the Lustrous is pretty heavily inspired by Buddhism.
That makes sense, yeah.
I mean,
almost like
Ichikawa went to a Buddhist school.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, she went to a Buddhist
what a loser.
Religious school. Lol.
Didn't go to Muslim school. Lol.
Muslim school. Bondrewd went to Muslim school.
I went to Catholic school.
That's why he's based and red-pilled.
I went to not religious school at all. In fact, I've never gone to church.
Sinner.
The one time that my parents were gonna force me to go to church, I had horrible digestional problems. It was the first time I had constipation, and our family friends said my appendix was exploding.
Wow.
And I was just like, well, whatever gets me out of church.
Hey, part of me blew up. Can't go to church today.
Satan said your appendix is exploding, so you can't go to church today.
Maybe that was a message. Maybe that was like his signs, like your church is really bad, don't go. I was like, okay,
I was fully in rebel phase at that point. I was just like, thank God, because my
Hey, it's
God.
thanks science.
Thanks science. I like to thank the abyss. That's my religion.
Actually, the abyss gives me my presence. Santa doesn't exist.
It's a force. I believe in it.
Oh.
I'd like to thank the periodic table and Albert Einstein and science. At Andrew's graduation speech.
I'd like to thank the coronavirus vaccine.
Science, bless science. Here's my peer-reviewed journal about it.
I'd like to thank the Triumph. Specifically the ones that rumble.
Scientifically.
Scientifically, yes. Was there any other topics we were supposed to talk about?
We've gone for a while on what we had. I'm pleasantly surprised. So
I'd like to once again raise the audience question: what is the symbolic meaning of fapping?